YNR Spoilers Weekly Update January 12th to 16th. Nick and Jack connect. Nikki's last straw. Victor's backlash. The Young and the Restless spoilers are in for the week of January 12th, 2026. Fans can expect Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, to turn to Jack Abbott, Peter Bergman, for help. Meanwhile, Nikki Newman, Melody Thomas Scott, reaches her limit. Keep reading, and let's talk about what is coming up in the CBS soap opera, Nick Newman's Panic. Let's start off with Victor Newman, Eric Braeden, who surprisingly turned Jack down on his offer. Nikki didn't even understand it. When Jack asked what was more important to Victor than protecting his family, Nikki said she honestly didn't know. When Nick learns about Victor rejecting Jack's offer, he will fly into a panic. The man nearly died because of Matt Clark, Roger Howarth. Noah Newman, Lucas Adams, and Sienna Bacall, Tamara Braun, also nearly lost their lives from the madman. Nick will turn to Jack for help. Even though Jack wants to protect Jabot, he's also a decent man with morals. So, Jack will of course do what he can to help Nick. However, Nick might end up promising him to have Victor make things right. It is also teased that Nick will keep a secret from Sharon Newman, Sharon Case. Victor Newman backlash. Meanwhile, Victor backs Kane Ashby, Billy Flynn, into a corner. A bit later, Victor and Nikki get into a fierce argument. At Newman Enterprises, Adam Newman, Mark Grossman, and Victoria Newman, Amelia Heinley, try to do damage control. As for Diane Jenkins Abbott, Susan Walters, she meets with Michael Baldwin, Christian LeBlanc again. Will Michael agree that Victor needs to be stopped? Noah Newman's shocking discovery. The Young and the Restless spoilers for next week reveal that Noah will make a shocking discovery about Matt. Could this information actually help them negotiate a deal with the villain? What else to expect? As for the rest of the week, Diane is fed up with Jack being so loyal to Nikki. The woman issues an ultimatum. Sharon helps Tessa Porter, Kate Fairbanks, make a tough decision about Mariah Copeland, Cameron Grimes. While Sharon loves her daughter, she can also see how much pain Tessa has been in. It's also not fair for Aria, Porter Copeland, Millie, and Maddie Ingalls. I could see Sharon saying Tessa will always be family, even if she divorces Mariah. Also, Sally Spectra, Courtney Hope, finally forces Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson, to come clean. However, the truth could unravel their relationship in a heartbreak, so stay tuned. Today's shocking news of Young and the Restless. Nick and Jack connect. Nikki's last straw. Victor's backlash. Genoa City is on edge once again, and the Young and the Restless fans are buzzing with the latest developments that are sure to shake up the Newman and Abbott families. This week's spoilers deliver high-stakes drama, emotional confrontations, and shocking revelations that could alter the landscape of Genoa City forever. Here's what you need to know about Nick and Jack's unexpected connection. Nikki Newman reaching her breaking point, and Victor's brewing backlash that could leave the Newman empire in turmoil. Nick and Jack, an unlikely alliance forms. Fans of YNR have been watching the tension between the Abbott and Newman clans for decades, but recent developments suggest a surprising turn. Nick Newman and Jack Abbott are forming an alliance. This unexpected partnership isn't born out of love or camaraderie. Far from it, it's rooted in strategy, survival, and a shared enemy that threatens to upend both families. Nick has always been the peacemaker of the Newman clan, trying to balance family loyalty with doing what's morally right. However, recent events have left him feeling cornered and desperate. His dealings with Victor have grown increasingly tense, especially as Victor doubles down on controlling every aspect of the family and business. Nick, tired of living in his father's shadow, has started reaching out to Jack, the very man Victor has long viewed as a rival. Jack, the cunning Abbott patriarch, has his own reasons for entertaining Nick's overtures. He's always played the long game in Genoa City, and aligning with Nick offers him a strategic advantage. Jack knows that by fostering trust with Victor's son, he can gain insight into the Newman family's next moves and potentially leverage this knowledge to his advantage in business and personal battles alike. This week, viewers can expect tense, secretive meetings between Nick and Jack, often behind closed doors, where strategies are hashed out in whispers. The suspense is palpable. Will Victor discover this alliance before it's too late, or will Nick and Jack manage to play the game without tipping their hand? Either way, the chemistry between these two characters is electric. Part rivalry, part reluctant respect, and entirely combustible. Nikki Newman reaching her breaking point. While Nick and Jack quietly plot, Nikki Newman is approaching her own breaking point. Nikki has spent decades trying to hold the Newman family together, often sacrificing her own happiness for the sake of others. But the continuous betrayals, manipulations, and power struggles are taking their toll. Recent spoilers indicate that Nikki is finally ready to take a stand. After witnessing Victor's relentless machinations, Jack and Nick's behind-the-scenes maneuvers, and the constant friction within the Newman family, Nikki's patience has evaporated. This week, viewers can expect Nikki to confront Victor directly, something fans have been waiting for. Nikki's emotional arc is particularly gripping because it highlights her vulnerability and strength simultaneously. She is no longer the woman who silently endured Victor's schemes. She's ready to speak out, demand respect, and assert her independence. The question now is, will Nikki's confrontation succeed, or will Victor's manipulative tactics prove too powerful even for her? Moreover, Nikki's breaking point doesn't only concern Victor. Her interactions with Nick and Jack will be critical this week. She's forced to navigate a delicate balance, supporting Nick, understanding Jack's intentions, and protecting her own interests, all while keeping the Newman family's legacy intact. Fans are already speculating about whether this is the week Nikki makes a game-changing move that could redefine her relationships with everyone in Genoa City. Victor's backlash, a brewing storm. Of course, no discussion of YNR's drama is complete without Victor Newman. The patriarch is never far from the center of the storm, and this week, spoilers hint at a significant backlash from Victor that could rock Genoa City to its core. Victor has always been known for his ruthlessness, and he isn't one to take betrayal lightly. With whispers of Nick aligning with Jack and Nikki starting to assert herself, Victor's carefully constructed empire feels threatened like never before. Expect explosive confrontations and high-stakes business battles as Victor reacts to what he perceives as challenges to his authority. Insiders suggest that Victor's backlash will be both personal and professional. On the business side, he's likely to make aggressive moves against the Abbott family, possibly leveraging Newman Enterprises to strike at Jack Abbott's holdings. On the personal front, Victor's reaction to Nikki's defiance and Nick's unexpected alliance could escalate tensions within the family, creating rifts that may take years to heal, or could even permanently alter the Newman family dynamic. What makes Victor's potential backlash so captivating is his unpredictability. While he's always calculated and strategic, the added element of personal betrayal, especially from his own son and wife, could push him to uncharacteristic extremes. Fans should prepare for fireworks as Victor's fury ignites, potentially resulting in shocking confrontations, heated arguments, and decisions that could have long-lasting consequences for everyone involved.
High-stakes drama you can't miss. This week, Young and the Restless promises high-stakes drama that keeps viewers on the edge of their seats. The intertwining storylines of Nick, Jack, Nikki, and Victor are rich with tension, emotion, and intrigue. Here's what makes this week particularly unmissable. Family loyalty tested. Nick's alliance with Jack challenges long-held loyalties, forcing characters to question where their true allegiances lie. This tension is central to the episode's dramatic appeal and will likely lead to shocking revelations. Nikki's transformation. Nikki's decision to stand up for herself is a landmark moment in her character arc. Fans will be drawn to the raw emotion and courage she displays as she faces off against Victor. Victor's ruthless response. Victor's potential backlash threatens to destabilize Genoa City. The unpredictability of his actions makes every scene suspenseful and sets the stage for explosive confrontations. Unexpected alliances. Nick and Jack's collaboration is more than just strategy. It's an emotional and psychological game that tests trust, loyalty, and ambition. Viewers will be captivated by the subtle tension and sharp dialogue between these two powerhouses. Ripple effects across Genoa City. The actions of these central characters will inevitably affect others, from business rivals to longtime friends. This week's events could set off a domino effect, leading to new conflicts, secret revelations, and intense drama in future episodes. Fan reactions are already pouring in. Social media is abuzz with fans speculating about the implications of these shocking developments. Many are thrilled to see Nick taking a more assertive role in Genoa City politics and alliances, while others are fascinated by the potential consequences of Nicky's long-overdue confrontation with Victor. Fan forums are particularly active with theories. Some believe that Nicky's breaking point could finally lead to a divorce or temporary separation from Victor, shaking the foundation of the Newman family. Others speculate that Nick and Jack's alliance is only the beginning, hinting at potential corporate maneuvers that could drastically change the power dynamics between Newman Enterprises and Jabot Cosmetics. And, of course, there's the ever-present question: will Victor's backlash be explosive enough to devastate the very family he's spent decades building? The consensus is clear. This week's episodes are a must-watch for every young and the Restless fan, promising intrigue, betrayal, and jaw-dropping moments that could redefine the series' landscape. The emotional core of the story. At its heart, this week's Y&R storyline is about more than just strategy and power. It's about the emotional stakes that keep fans invested. Nick's struggle to balance family loyalty with personal ambition, Nicky's fight to reclaim her voice and dignity, and Victor's relentless desire for control all speak to universal themes of love, loyalty, and the cost of ambition. Viewers are likely to be drawn into the emotional complexity of these storylines, feeling for the characters even as they clash in high-stakes drama. Nicky's inner turmoil, in particular, serves as a relatable anchor for audiences. The conflict between doing what's expected versus what's right resonates on a deeply human level. Meanwhile, Nick and Jack's interactions offer a fascinating exploration of trust and rivalry. Their partnership is fraught with tension, subtle manipulation, and a mutual understanding that one misstep could have disastrous consequences. This dynamic creates a rich narrative texture that goes beyond simple plot mechanics. It's storytelling that engages both the mind and the heart. What to watch for? Fans tuning in this week should pay close attention to several key moments. Private strategy sessions. Watch for secretive meetings between Nick and Jack. Every glance, every word could reveal hidden agendas and foreshadow dramatic twists. Nicky's confrontation. The showdown between Nicky and Victor is poised to be a defining moment. Her words, tone, and decisions could shift the power dynamics in Genoa City permanently. Victor's calculated moves. Keep an eye on Victor's response to both Nick and Nicky. His strategy will likely involve a blend of business acumen, psychological manipulation, and personal intimidation. Ripple effects across characters. Don't just focus on the main players. Their actions will ripple outward, affecting characters like Phyllis, Chelsea, and even newer faces in Genoa City, creating new storylines and tensions. The bottom line. This week, The Young and the Restless is delivering some of the most compelling drama in recent memory. Nick and Jack's unlikely alliance, Nicky's emotional breaking point, and Victor's brewing backlash combine to create a perfect storm of suspense, emotion, and intrigue. Fans are in for shocking revelations, emotional confrontations, and unexpected twists that could have long-term repercussions for Genoa City's power players. Whether you're rooting for Nicky to finally assert herself, curious about the consequences of Nick and Jack's secret alliance, or anxious to see how Victor reacts to challenges to his authority, one thing is clear. This week's episodes are unmissable. The stakes are high, the drama is intense, and the future of Genoa City hangs in the balance. Today's shocking news on The Young and the Restless. Nick Newman's panic rocks Genoa City. Genoa City is in chaos today as The Young and the Restless delivers a jaw-dropping twist. Nick Newman, one of the city's most stalwart and beloved characters, is experiencing a full-blown panic that threatens to unravel everything he holds dear. Fans of the long-running CBS drama are already buzzing across social media, and spoilers hint that this storyline could redefine Nick's relationships, business empire, and even his own sense of self. Here's everything you need to know about Nick Newman's shocking panic and what it could mean for Genoa City's residents. Nick Newman under pressure. What triggered the panic? Nick Newman has never been a stranger to high-stakes drama. As a key member of the Newman family, he has faced corporate takeovers, romantic heartbreaks, and family betrayals. Yet, what's happening now appears to be different, far more personal and volatile. Recent episodes have shown Nick under immense stress due to mounting pressures at Newman Enterprises, compounded by family drama that's closer to home than ever. Sources close to the set reveal that Nick's panic is rooted in a perfect storm of personal and professional crises. Victor Newman, the family patriarch, has returned with his usual larger-than-life presence, but with a twist. Victor isn't just meddling in business. He's openly questioning Nick's ability to lead and protect the Newman legacy. In typical Victor fashion, his cutting remarks have chipped away at Nick's confidence, leaving the younger Newman vulnerable and on edge. Adding fuel to the fire, Nick's relationships are hanging by a thread. His complicated history with Phyllis Summers, Sharon Newman, and his children has resurfaced in ways that threaten to destabilize his emotional equilibrium. Sources indicate that recent interactions with his loved ones, ranging from heated arguments to shocking revelations, have triggered anxiety that Nick can no longer contain. Fans watching Nick pace through the Newman penthouse or lose focus during boardroom meetings are witnessing the character at one of his most raw and human moments. Panic at Newman Enterprises. Business under siege. While much of Nick's panic is personal, it is his professional life that seems to be the most immediate source of stress. Newman Enterprises has always been a cornerstone of Genoa City's economy, and Nick's leadership has been under constant scrutiny. In recent episodes, whispers of corporate espionage and sabotage have begun to circulate, and insiders are hinting that Nick fears a serious breach in his company's security. The tension escalated dramatically when a crucial business deal, rumored to secure Newman Enterprises' dominance in a lucrative market, went sideways. Nick's usually sharp decision-making faltered, and viewers saw a side of him rarely depicted on screen, vulnerable, anxious, and struggling to maintain composure. Fans have taken to social media with hashtags like #NickPanic and #WhyArenDrama, expressing shock over the once unshakable Newman heir appearing so visibly rattled. Victor's influence only heightens this tension. While he has always been a guiding force, Victor's unpredictability and penchant for testing his children's limits are legendary. In this week's episodes, Victor openly criticized Nick's handling of the latest corporate threat, leaving the younger Newman feeling cornered and desperate. The strain is palpable. Nick's panic isn't just personal, it's a professional crisis that could have ripple effects across Genoa City's most powerful families. Family tensions ignite panic. No YNR storyline is complete without family drama, and Nick Newman's panic is deeply entwined with the Newman family's complicated dynamics. Over the years, Nick has shouldered the weight of family expectations, sibling rivalries, and romantic entanglements. But this time, it seems the emotional pressure has reached a breaking point. Nick's interactions with his father Victor are central to this storyline. Victor's recent actions have gone beyond typical paternal interference, edging into outright psychological pressure. Victor's high expectations, coupled with his critical and sometimes manipulative nature, have left Nick questioning not only his leadership abilities, but also his self-worth. As viewers have seen, Nick's panic manifests in moments of hesitation, erratic behavior, and sleepless nights, a far cry from the confident businessman fans are accustomed to. Adding to this familial strain is Nick's relationship with his siblings, particularly Adam Newman. Adam's recent machinations in Genoa City have not only tested Nick's professional skills, but have also reopened old wounds from their turbulent past. Trust issues between the brothers have escalated, creating a tense environment that contributes to Nick's current state of panic. For viewers who have followed the Newman family saga for decades, seeing Nick so destabilized is both shocking and emotionally gripping. Emotional fallout, love, betrayal, and heartbreak. Nick Newman's panic isn't confined to boardrooms or family meetings. It's spilling over into his romantic life, where the stakes are just as high. Over the past few weeks, Y&R writers have woven a complex web of tension involving Nick, Phyllis, Sharon, and even new romantic interests that have appeared on the scene. Each interaction is layered with unresolved feelings, misunderstandings, and emotional triggers that amplify Nick's anxiety. Sharon Newman, who has always been a stabilizing force in Nick's life, is now facing her own set of challenges that prevent her from fully supporting him. Viewers have noted that their interactions are increasingly fraught with tension as Sharon tries to navigate her loyalty to her family while respecting Nick's struggles. Meanwhile, Phyllis Summer's unpredictable actions add another layer of stress, leaving Nick uncertain about whom he can trust. Fans watching these developments have expressed both empathy and frustration. Many are emotionally invested in seeing Nick overcome these obstacles, while others are anticipating a dramatic breaking point, an explosive confrontation that could redefine romantic alliances and personal loyalties in Genoa City. Social media buzz. Fans react to Nick's panic. The online Y&R community has been ablaze with reactions to Nick's panic. Across Twitter, Instagram, and dedicated fan forums, viewers are dissecting every scene, from his nervous pacing in the Newman Enterprises office to tense exchanges with Victor and Adam. Hashtags like #NickNewmanPanic and #WireandDrama have trended multiple times, reflecting the massive engagement this storyline has sparked. Fans are particularly captivated by the realism of Nick's panic. Many comment that they've rarely seen a character like Nick, typically portrayed as strong and composed, display such vulnerability. Discussions range from analyzing the psychological toll of family pressure to speculating on upcoming plot twists. One fan tweeted, "Nick Newman's panic is the most real drama we've had in years. Finally, Y&R is showing a hero can be human." Another post read, "Genoa City is in chaos, and Nick is at the center. Can he survive Victor's pressure and his own doubts?" The social media frenzy underscores the high stakes of this storyline. Not only is it gripping audiences, but it's also sparking conversations about mental health, emotional resilience, and the burdens of legacy, rarely discussed in daytime soap opera storylines. What's next for Nick Newman? While the current episodes have left Nick on edge, spoilers suggest that his panic could be a turning point for the character. Y&R writers are known for building tension and delivering explosive resolutions, so viewers can expect significant developments in both Nick's personal and professional life. One possibility is that Nick may seek support from unexpected allies. Could Sharon, Phyllis, or even an unlikely character step in to help him regain his footing? Or will Nick's panic spiral into a public or professional disaster, shaking the foundations of Newman Enterprises and his family relationships? Another angle could involve Victor. Historically, Victor has been a tough love mentor, sometimes pushing his children to the brink to test their mettle. Could Nick's panic finally provoke Victor to reveal a deeper understanding of his son's struggles, or will it ignite a more intense confrontation? Either scenario promises high drama and emotional stakes, keeping fans glued to their screens. Additionally, Nick's romantic entanglements may face new challenges. With multiple partners and past betrayals in play, the panic storyline could lead to shocking romantic twists, alliances, or even heartbreaks. Genoa City is no stranger to twists that leave viewers stunned, and Nick Newman's panic could be the catalyst for a major upheaval in relationships across the board. Expert insight: why this storyline resonates. Psychologists and TV critics have noted that the portrayal of Nick's panic is unusually nuanced for a daytime soap. It's not just a plot device, it's a reflection of real-world stress, anxiety, and the pressures of responsibility. By humanizing a character often seen as strong and stoic, The Young and the Restless taps into a universal truth. Even the most composed individuals can struggle under relentless pressure. Experts suggest that this storyline resonates because it mirrors real-life experiences of mental health struggles, workplace stress, and familial obligations. For longtime viewers, seeing a character like Nick face vulnerability is both relatable and compelling, offering a fresh layer of depth to a character who has navigated decades of drama. Conclusion: Genoa City holds its breath. As Nick Newman grapples with panic, Genoa City is holding its collective breath. His professional challenges, family pressures, and romantic entanglements have created a perfect storm of tension, leaving viewers on the edge of their seats. This storyline is more than just drama. It's a masterclass in character development, emotional complexity, and suspenseful storytelling. Fans are already speculating wildly about what's next. Will Nick find the strength to overcome this panic? Will he crack under pressure, leading to dramatic consequences for Newman Enterprises and the Newman family? One thing is certain. Nick Newman's panic is the talk of Genoa City, and it's a storyline that will keep viewers glued to the young and the restless for weeks to come. No one saw this coming, and no one will want to miss a single heart-pounding moment. The stakes have never been higher, and Nick Newman's journey through panic promises to redefine his character, and possibly the entire Newman family legacy. Stay tuned to The Young and the Restless, where every heartbeat, every confrontation, and every revelation keeps Genoa City on edge. Nick Newman's panic isn't just a moment. It's the event of the season, and it's only just beginning. The emotional stakes are high. Victor has to balance his empire, his family, and his personal legacy. One wrong move could not only destroy his business, but also fracture the family he has spent decades building. This tension is exactly what has made The Young and the Restless such a beloved soap opera. Complex characters facing realistic yet dramatic dilemmas that keep audiences coming back day after day. Social media explosion. Fans react. Online, fans are in a frenzy. Trending hashtags such as hashtag Victor Newman Backlash, hashtag YNR Empire, and hashtag Genoa City Drama are dominating social media. Memes, fan theories, and live commentary are circulating rapidly, reflecting the high engagement level surrounding this storyline. Some fans sympathize with Victor, viewing him as a misunderstood patriarch trying to do what's best for his family and company. Others criticize him, labeling him as arrogant, manipulative, or out of touch. Fan forums are buzzing with predictions. Will Victor's empire survive? Can he mend his relationships with his children and Nikki? Will Adam successfully take control? Every angle is being dissected, and the conversation shows no signs of slowing down. The show has cleverly created a narrative that encourages fan interaction, making viewers feel as though they are part of the story themselves. Victor's moral dilemma. A crucial element of this storyline is Victor's moral dilemma. Unlike traditional villains who act purely out of self-interest, Victor is portrayed as a multifaceted character wrestling with competing priorities. He is determined to protect his company and his family legacy, yet his methods increasingly alienate those around him. This moral complexity resonates with viewers, who recognize the tension between ambition and ethics in a way that mirrors real life, albeit dramatized for soap opera intensity. The show's writers are masterfully using Victor's struggles to explore themes of power, loyalty, and accountability. Victor's backlash is not simply a plot device. It's a reflection of how even the most powerful individuals can face resistance when their decisions hurt others. What this means for Genoa City. For Genoa City, the implications are enormous. Victor Newman's current predicament is set to affect multiple storylines simultaneously, from corporate battles at Newman Enterprises to family drama and romantic entanglements. As Victor navigates this period of intense backlash, viewers can expect alliances to shift, loyalties to be tested, and unexpected twists around every corner. This is a pivotal moment for The Young and the Restless, as it challenges one of the show's central figures in ways that feel fresh, relevant, and deeply engaging. For longtime fans, it's a rare opportunity to see Victor Newman, not as an untouchable mogul, but as a man facing real opposition, both inside his family and in his empire. Conclusion: a turning point in YNR history. Today's shocking news about Victor Newman's backlash is more than just a dramatic plot twist. It represents a turning point in The Young and the Restless. The show has skillfully blended corporate intrigue, family conflict, and public scrutiny to create a storyline that is gripping, emotionally charged, and impossible to ignore. Fans are left on edge, eagerly awaiting each new episode to see how Victor will respond to these unprecedented challenges. Will he reclaim control of Newman Enterprises? Can he repair his fractured family relationships? Or is this the beginning of a long, dramatic decline for one of soap opera's most iconic characters? One thing is certain. Victor Newman's legacy, once thought unassailable, is now being tested in ways that will keep viewers glued to their screens. This backlash is not just shocking, it's transformative, setting the stage for some of the most intense drama Genoa City has seen in years. As the storyline unfolds, The Young and the Restless continues to prove why it remains a cultural phenomenon, delivering high-stakes drama, unforgettable characters, and the kind of suspense that has fans talking, tweeting, and theorizing long after the credits roll. Victor Newman may be facing his greatest challenge yet, but the outcome remains tantalizingly uncertain, and that uncertainty is exactly what keeps the city of Genoa and viewers around the world on the edge of their seats.